Oh my God. Woo, boys and girls. Our boy Sun Tzu Prime is broken. We just got Sun Tzu Prime in the game finally. And I wanted to go test some things. Daver wanted me to test some things just to ensure we knew how his true damage worked, because his kit's kind of weird and they were telling us different things. And so this is the video that's going to talk about it all. I'm going to go through these reports. We're going to count up and we're going to do the calculations. Okay. And we're going to tell you, oh my God, y'all, Sun Tzu Prime. Yes, now he is a must-max commander. I told you we need to wait and see. Well, we've seen. And oh my gosh, we're approaching chin level power. So stick around while we go through all of it right here. Hey everybody, I'm your boy War Daddy Chadsky, and I do these videos all the time. Love doing them. They're the nuance videos or the commander guide videos, all of it. And if you enjoy these videos, please throw a like on here. Help us out, helps out the videos and everything. And if you're not subscribed, consider doing so. We have pushed our subscribers up over 70,000. And be sure to hit that bell if you want to get any alerts when I put out any kind of content like this. So I just streamed and I just ended the stream. And when I did, we were testing everything with Sun Tzu, all right? Now, when I streamed, when he first came in the game, we did not have the commander swap event. Obviously, that's what I'm gonna go use. This is my second account, crazy good infantry account, but I'm gonna go swap a commander. I did not have the swap. So we had to run, and I hate doing, oh my God, I hate doing this. We had to go run an arc, and we had to run a custom arc, and we had to go do it in balance mode. I hate that. Now, it's okay for fielding because you can get an idea, but more importantly, we just wanted to do one thing and one thing only. We wanted to look at the true damage and how it worked with Sun Tzu Prime, right? And so when we did that, let me come down here because I've got him down here at the bottom. He's at the bottom here somewhere. Where is this guy? There he is. Because his true damage it's a little bit vague in how they say it. So we were getting conflicting reports. We were going through all that nonsense and trying to figure it out, right? And so from there, I put a little table together because in the last video I did we were describing what's a must-max commander. What are the criterias for a must-max commander? Okay. And then when I applied it to Sun Tzu, we didn't know. Because we had like let me just put this up here. We had like two different variations, all right? At the top, it's based off of damage results or damage output, right? If the true damage of 30% that he does for when he hits a target, he's going to do true damage in AoE to two different targets, right? And so that it was like crazy numbers when it came to the top, because on the right, you'll see 31,000. That's basically a damage red number total, right? And then if it was based in the blue off of damage factor, it's much, much lower. And we were getting conflicting reports. So finally we got to test it. And oh boy, did we test it. Holy jeez. What are we looking at here? Let me skip ahead here to this video. We dueled this thing with Chen Shu Huang and Shijar, right? Chen Shijar, like the best dueling march in the game. We dueled it against Arthur and Achilles. We did it all. And the BQ's working, the Luce's working, the William Wallace is working. It is crazy. And so that's what I'm here to tell you now. Like, I don't care if it's duels. I don't care about duels. We wanted to test it against multiple marches, okay? Well, let me skip ahead here to where we start using multiple marches, and you will see. I'm hitting multiple marches now, and this is where this stuff goes bananas. Just berserk, all right? I ran them with Luce. I ran him with BQ, ran him with Wallace, even tested him with CJ, tested him with Philip, and Sun Tzu Prime he's great with everybody. He's phenomenal with Luce, and then he's broken with BQ and to a lesser extent, William Wallace, okay? I was surprised because I thought the Luce would be the best with the Rage engine, but you're getting so much Rage from the other commanders. And let me kind of show you here, all right? Because when we did this, and we'll go look at some reports, okay? When we've got BQ, this Malice stack thing here, this is crazy good, all right? I know we look at Luce, and the first thing you think about Luce is his expertise. He does an extra attack worth of Rage, right? And this is is great. No cooldown, 25% every second, right? And he's also known as just a good rage engine. Well, BQ is not really a rage engine. However, you're doing, from Sun Tzu Prime, you are doing true damage to multiple targets every time you do smite. So this Malice stack stuff, it was like the first thing I said when they announced Sun Tzu Prime. I was like, uh-oh, BQ and Malice stacks, look out. Every time he does this, there's only 1 second cooldown. He starts doing this like every other second. And it is wild how often he fires off his true damage. Well, the more he fires off his true damage, and what makes Sun Tzu Prime so good is that he gains rage when he hits targets with his true damage AoE. So okay, so we looked at all the reports, guys. Like, it is insane, all right? First of all, I tried him one-on-one, all right? And I wanted to hit multiple marches. The first thing we're gonna look at is the fact that we are just testing. This is the first thing we did. We tested to see if the damage was actually based on total red numbers or if it was based on damage factor. They told us total red numbers, they told us the total damage, but we just didn't know, all right? So the first skill that fires off, all right, let's see the damage. 38,000 damage it does to this Achilles, all right? So the only thing we're gonna see here, because he's by himself, the only thing we're gonna see here against Constantine and Leonidas, all right, is we're just going to see that same result from that right here in turn 1, because that's the only time he hits him. So 38,000, and then there it is, the military sage, 15,000, that's 16,000. That's literally 30%. Might even be more. That's just, it's incredible. Okay, now this is stuff that Daver's gonna have to go to. Now the actual numbers, I'm gonna let Billig and Daver kind of figure that out. Billig, I'm sure, will have a very in-depth video about it. Be sure to follow that guy, he's great with it. But let's look over here. It's not as much on Constantine, so the health of Constantine might have an effect. Okay, it's 12,885 here on Constantine. But that is crazy numbers. Crazy. That's like wild. Like, oh my God. And you're doing the rage so fast. So we started doing all kinds of crazy stuff. We put him with, let's see, we started him with BQ and we were just doing duels, right? Look what he's doing to an Arthur Achilles march. Oh my gosh. Like, I know the smite is the Achilles heel of Achilles. Weird. But look at this. Okay. The Luce I saw in just about every report didn't quite trade as well. Did not quite trade as well as the BQ in duels. And then we hit him with multiple marches, and we did multiple marches. You know, you should do a little bit better, but you also have some smite mitigation. So we're trying all these things, but look how well Wallace does. Like, Wallace is good. It's just, I'll show you at the end where Wallace just doesn't quite do as much AoE. Here he is with Chen Shajar. Look how much he do. Look at that trade. What? I mean, what are we doing? We just did that on a one duel. You see Luce, still high sevs, but not as good of a trade. Then you do it with Wallace, or that's I'm sorry, that's Luce, but now we're hitting multiple marches, so you're getting the same kind of trade, but I'm hitting multiple marches here. Okay, and then you do it with William Wallace, and he gets crazy trades. Like, William Wallace consistently got the second best trades with the duel, right? But I'm going to show you the difference, and we'll come up here to the end where we ran him with CJ. Was actually getting beat by the Chen Shajar. Hector actually won, but not by much. It was kind of crazy. And then we start doing the gang with Achilles, right? That's the next thing we start doing. Gang with Achilles. Look what, 26 to 63, right? And we're hitting multiple marches, the same marches every time. All right, so we're simulating a little bit of what this does in the field. All right, we do it with William Wallace, 25 to 60. Like, look at that, 26 to 63, 25 to 60. Wallace almost doing as good, almost. Okay, now the difference is, because BQ does that AoE, his total kill points is high, 2.5 million. Now Wallace, and this is very, very important to think about. You have to think about the AoE that you're doing, and if you're staying in combat longer, you're going to do more AoE. Well, if you look at the battle log, this took 38 seconds. Okay, the William Wallace took 38 seconds to kill. You look at the battle log with BQ, it took 39 seconds. So about the same amount of time, but that's why BQ, it's because of his AoE. He's just doing more damage. Wallace still does a whole bunch, but Wallace is single target. So overall, you're not getting as much AoE out of these. You're taking 14,000 here, 14,000 here, where here you're taking 33,000 and 29,000. And that comes from BQ, right? The difference. Then we ran it with Luce. All right, now Luce did not trade near as well. Like, it's noticeable. It didn't trade near as well. Now, if you look at the total, it looks almost as good as BQ. But here's the difference, right? BQ took 39 seconds to kill the March. This took 56 seconds. So naturally, you're going to have an overall higher kill point score. So that's a misnomer. Do not look at that. But overall, we did it with BQ and we did it with Luce. Did not trade as well as William Wallace. We did it with Philip. Philip almost traded as well. Holy geez, Philip, what? Now, Philip's not doing near as much of the AoE stuff. Not near as much. And then we did it with CJ. CJ even beat it. Like Sun Tzu? Holy geez, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, that's what this video is all about, okay? That's what this video is all about. Here's what you're going to do with this guy, because everybody needs to know right now, we got 1093 and 2489, 2377 all hammering right now in their KDK. You guys got to know this right now. We got Kingslands coming up this weekend, and you got, I think, Past Sevens coming up next week, and 1316, and some of the other kingdoms that are going, I think 3762 or 3672. So, this is what you got to know. This William Wallace thing makes this viable. So here's what you do. You're running 2 smite. First of all, if you're running 2 infantry marches, get Ragnar off the field immediately. I don't even care if your armaments aren't good and you can't convert your wedge over to pincer. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You get rid of Ragnar and you run 2 infantry smite. All right? Sun Tzu Wallace, okay? And stick to the BQ Luce. BQ Luce, still incredible. Sun Tzu with Wallace, BQ Luce. That would be my recommendation. It's now changed a little bit. And now since we've got it confirmed about the true damage, this is just wild. It's crazy. You can run Sun Tzu with Wallace and then BQ and Luce. If you run 1 march, it's going to be Sun Tzu with BQ. That's like the best march. The Malice stacks make it go crazy. We're seeing other streamers. Chisco was running. Some of the other guys. Grey Worm was running. You had Dirty Dan's run. I mean, Enzo, everybody's running. All these streamers are running BQ behind Sun Tzu right now, and they're wrecking with it. All right? But they're also running Wallace. And if you're running 2 marches, just keep BQ and Luce together. They're such a good pair. And then run Sun Tzu and Wallace. And go smash. All right? If you're running 3 marches, it's really, really simple. If you're running 3 marches, y'all, it's going to be real simple. It's going to be Sun Tzu with Wallace. Wallace has a pair. This is great. Then you're going to run Luce, and you can either run him with Alex or Philip, however you want to do it. And if you want to, you kind of can run him with CJ, but Luce with Alex or Philip, and then you're going to run BQ with Hector if you have Hector. If you don't have Hector, you put the Philip behind BQ or the CJ, and you run Luce Alex. If you've got Hector, you run Luce Alex, Luce Philip, Luce CJ, however you want to do it, and then put Hector behind BQ and go cook with that thing. That's your 3 march smite. And that's, oh my God, this guy's dead. Like, get him out of here. Holy geez. I don't think I've ever seen, I haven't been so pleasantly surprised. I mean, honestly, guys, when I put this thing up, when I was kind of trying to figure this out and I put this graph up and I put it together, we were getting the conflicting reports. Everybody like is yelling at me saying, no, Chatsky, it's total damage. It's total redness. And I'm like, dude, I've got two different responses from Rock VIP, from Martel VIP. And I wanted it to be true because I want this Sun Tzu. Guys, you know me, I am not bashful about telling you to go must max a commander. But I wanted to be sure. I wasn't going to be burned on that. And it was not the blue. It's not the damage factor. It's the yellow. Oh my God. And it's wild. Like, we'll figure out more, and we'll do more on reports. We'll do more on the stats. I got to send all this stuff to Daver. I'm sure Billick's going to have all this stuff as well. So I encourage everybody, again, go follow Billick. I'll have his channel down in the description. He's been great with all the stats in this. I've got to send all these to Daver. I'm going to let those stats guys figure that out. I'm just telling you straight up, this dude, I want to see the numbers, but he's approaching chin level. like of crazy good how he is. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, Cav players. It doesn't necessarily diminish Arthur and Achilles. You're running 2 Cav Delta. Go run 2 Cav Delta. It's cooking for you. Okay. But this is wild. I just can't believe it. Oh my gosh. If you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, throw a thumbs up on here, give it a like. Love you guys, appreciate you guys. I can't tell you how much the community, we've had so much fun with this. Our stream like broke records yesterday doing the 70, or just now doing the 70,000 subs. We did a celebration there. We had the giveaway yesterday that broke records. That was the one that broke records. And we just love you guys so much. Join the Discord. Be sure to subscribe. And with that, get down in the comments. I love comments and I love getting down and talking to you guys. Love you guys. And we will see you later, broskies.